Yep, going live in 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Welcome back, students, to some more Danganronpa.
I see what you did there.
Yay!
Welcome back, students, because we're students in a class trial. Hey.
Now we're resuming our trials.
Yeah. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the
No. He'll read it. This isn't one of those things. He reads it out loud now.
He didn't read it. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yeah.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Which was what? Hifumi's body had disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Yeah.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Had to close my window.
Toko.
This can't be happening. Or don't read it.
Are we all hallucinating all this time?
When we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
Well, for now.
The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Right.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
A fine deduction.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Yeah, that's
Now
the
then,
issue with
let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
with killing multiple people is you leave more evidence behind.
Yeah.
In order to uncover the truth, I have to find them no matter what. I should have been reading that whole time. Alright, here we go.
Here we go again.
Make your
Now,
argument.
This is the full thing this time. Right,
It's gotta be the broken watch.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, wait, Zeus.
What?
Zeus. I told you gotta wait till it's like completely passes.
I'm dying. Alright, fine.
Yeah, you took a real beating last
So,
time.
regarding
Now,
Taka's death,
Take, don't
I
rush
wonder
in.
if he died
Listen.
before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Okay.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I don't think it's the broken wristwatch, man.
Nope.
So,
Look at the things
regarding
again.
Taka's
What do we have?
death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Okay.
What
Makes you say
order?
that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, While Taka's
Okay,
death
you see, I
came
think
from
it
a
has something to
swing
do
of
with that.
Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Right, but which one would actually do the thing with that? Because that doesn't make any sense.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were
What
killed in.
order?
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Remember that,
Because
like,
of the
absorption
numbering of the
thing?
Justice hammers.
Yeah.
I think the numbering. No.
It's
I
true
think
that
we
Hifumi
need
was
to
killed
absorb
with
the
Justice
what
Hammer 3.
the numbering
While
thing.
Taka's death
You know, the
came
one
from a
before
swing
that she
of
said.
Justice Hammer 4.
See?
Yeah, we need to use that, right?
So it's obvious
Yeah,
Taka
okay.
came after.
So then let's do that.
So, regarding Taka's death, I
Okay.
wonder if he died
This one's
before
very
Hifumi,
tricky.
or perhaps it was
Yeah.
after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because
I
of
think
the
we hit it with
numbering of the
that.
Justice hammers.
Oh.
Yeah, that was right.
Wow. Okay, I don't think I would have gotten that ever.
Hold on. There's no reason
See?
to assume that the
Because
hammers
there's no
were used
reason
in the
the
same
hammers
order as their
Us
numbers.
that in the order.
Right.
Anything?
Okay.
That's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yeah, man.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yeah.
Right.
Then, let's see the proof.
Thanks. Evidence that proves that Taka was killed before Hifumi. I feel like there was something. It was the announcement. Wait, what? Okay, here we go.
Oh no, not this again.
Hangman's Gambit. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think it's W.
W?
Wrist. Look for an I.
Oh,
There it is.
wristwatch. Where's the
Look for
S?
the S. No. There it is.
Got it.
E.
Got it.
W.
Where is it at? There it is.
E.
T, C,
E.
and H, please.
No. 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 Come on, bring us the H. There it is. Wristwatch.
I got it.
Now I understand. I got it. Taka's wristwatch.
Yeah.
Mm.
It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer, because as of last night,
The watch was working just fine. Hey you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 6 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
Don't say it like that.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Also, I'm older than you.
And that would be his official time of death.
You're all just teenagers.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Oh my god.
Eh?
Simple fact slipped past all of us.
Not
We
me.
made
I
the
know
wrong
this whole
assumption
time.
about the order of events,
Same.
all because of those justice hammers.
That's
If it has a
exactly why the
number, it doesn't
culprit
mean
wrote
that's
the
how he
numbers on
died.
each hammer and had them increase in size.
Yeah, making
That
our
way, When we
assumptions.
saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder,
Yes.
but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's
Does
right.
it?
With
Not
him,
exactly.
we're all
No.
Ah!
Huh?
What was that?
That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office.
Celeste, why did you say
This is
cinnamon
bad.
spaghetti?
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Right, but the announcement didn't play.
We're all in the clear.
No, you're not.
Nope.
Well,
I
not
know.
exactly.
They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
You don't even know what's going on, Hero. Hush.
If that's
No,
true,
Hiro.
where's the tape?
Right.
I don't know.
Don't just start making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there
But does
together,
Hifumi
clearly
have an
none of us
alibi?
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Yeah.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Yes.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Right, but
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
True.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
No.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
right.
Because,
Yeah.
as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
And she was still passed out when y'all came back.
Either of them anyway.
Why is she laughing
In
for
other
that one?
words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand,
Yeah, that's true.
Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
No, the thing about that, Celeste, neither of them have the strength.
Kyoko?
For now, we
Right.
can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead
What?
of who, I propose we start talking about how. In
All right.
particular, I
Right.
think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's
Okay.
true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Uh-huh.
And according to what Celeste said,
What if the body moved itself? We could not have gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move the
that's
killer's
another
body in a short amount of time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Well, I mean,
Man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well,
Exactly.
what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
like,
Exactly.
How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost! I don't
Oh,
think it
man.
has anything to do with the occult. I
I
think
ain't
what
afraid
she's
of no
implying
ghosts.
is... We thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
I'm saying that Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's
we found
office
his
and worked
body.
out on his
He
own.
was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Right.
That it isn't possible.
You know, you gotta say, I would have figured it out if I like legit poked around his body a bit to make sure he was actually dead.
Right. Just like grab a feather and just tickle him. Tickle, tickle.
Okay.
I don't think it's any of these three. I think that's
Yeah.
another red herring.
Are you saying
It's
that
going
when
to
we
be the
first
glasses
found
again.
Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Right.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Okay.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
But he wasn't
Okay.
dead yet.
That is why the announcement was made.
Okay, it's gonna be the
Are we
first
really
one and
so
the
sure about
one.
that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Is it this one that I need to absorb? I think I need to absorb that one.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
wait.
discovery.
What? What do you mean? Wait.
If it was intended to serve like if it was meant to be like somebody else's discovered body, then that would have made no sense. Because like legit, you said that he was still alive, and that would make no sense like doing that way.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we lost again. Yeah,
The one who got the most votes is Dakota.
yeah. Look at that guy. No, now we all
Is this
die.
really the end?
Uh-huh.
I refuse to give up yet.
Alright, we
It's
got all our
gonna
lives
be
again.
the weakest trial we've done by far. We need to do better.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Alright, Zeus, here's the deal on this one. Like, let's look at this again. This time.
Broken
we're
response
close.
equipment room is less account.
Okay, listen to what they say.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in
Yes.
the
Have
nurse's
you
office,
figured it out and you're just not telling me?
there's a chance he was
No.
actually still alive?
Nah, that's not it.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
The body had been found.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe
Yeah.
the announcement was intended to signal
Wait.
someone else's discovery.
I think it's that one, and then it's supposed to. This
Yes.
is supposed to contradict the other one. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's got to be it. Okay, here we go.
Are you saying
Hey,
that when we first
that
found
one.
Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
Because the bodies were discovered at
along
the
with
same
rest
time.
of us.
Right.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There.
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so this trial is easy. We just need to go slowly.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Right.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
But we also discovered
Oh, no.
Taka's body.
But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right.
It's true.
It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
Right.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
There were 2
But at
announcements.
different times.
Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Oh, I think,
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I
cheeky
can
little bear.
say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
that was
there.
plenty.
yep.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Yeah, right, yeah.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Because
Right.
another body was actually discovered.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement. The first time it was played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Yeah.
Yes. Ding,
Ding
dong,
dong, ding dong. A bonus has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, you may use which you may use however you like. The class trial with the wow, I filled that
It seemed
voice.
weird at the time.
Whoa, that was
But it
bad.
contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly.
It's true.
If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually
Alive.
discovered for the first time.
Yeah.
So when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Well, he wasn't actually dead the
Meaning he
second
wasn't
time either.
actually
He came
found
back to
dead
life just to give
until
us a
we came
name.
upon him in the repository.
And that's just
Exactly.
part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know!
You know, next time it's
Dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
okay.
That is the
No.
worst logic I have ever heard.
But it's
Next
true.
time I see a dead
I
body,
do not
like
think
you know,
there's anything
in
that
like
can
this
prove he was
repository
still
thing,
alive.
and like legit, you know, it's a guy.
Okay, then.
I'm quickly
Let's take
slapping them
another
on the
look at the
stomach,
events surrounding the
just to make
discovery
sure
of
they're
his
still
body.
alive,
Doing what?
and slapping them in the stomach to make sure they're still alive.
Ah.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Perhaps. There has to be proof that Hifumi was alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone.
All right.
Okay, is this another bullet time?
On this one.
There we go.
It's Fumi's glasses.
That's gotta be it.
Yeah.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The
Listen.
first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Yes.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his
Yes.
body disappeared.
No, that's
That's
correct.
true.
And the next time we saw his body,
Yes.
it was
Uh-huh.
in the repository.
Yep.
Yes.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's correct.
there was no notable difference.
Ah. Haha.
Yes.
No, that's
what?
wrong.
In fact,
Been noticing you have a
there
lot
was
of
one clear
contradictions,
difference
Celeste.
between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Right. Yep.
His glasses.
Yeah.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Of
Perhaps
course.
you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Here we go.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with
Dang,
blood.
Fumi. I never
Yeah.
realized you were in the perfect position for an elbow drop.
An elbow drop?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Is when you jump from a high place and land an elbow right in the center stomach or chest of whoever's victim that's in your sight.
Ah, I see.
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Yeah.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Right. Yes, I found a trash can.
Yeah. There. Where is it?
There it is.
There it is.
Present the key item.
That's the one.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look
Anime
at the
mascot.
bloodstain on the cloth
But
should
you know
make
what,
things
yeah.
clear.
Hey, who mascot?
He said cartoon mascot, but it's actually no, cartoon anime is the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Yep. That's very true.
What was that right
digital
part?
camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
The way the voice actor said it, it was like, don't mess it up, don't mess it up.
She was just like squinting, looking at the line, like, what? Princess?
Demon
Pretty
Angel
what?
Pretty Pudgy Princess?
Yeah. Continue.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
True.
Right, because he likes
I
this
see your
TV.
point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Byakuya!
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
There you go.
But you would be
Byakuya.
wearing a black Vin thong?
But would you be caught alive using a tacky piece of garbage like that?
Okay, standards, I get it.
Yep, there you
A
go.
few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Ah.
Then there's no
And
question.
your tongue, I
He
guess?
belonged to
Just
Hifumi.
from how you bent
just spits on it. All right, perfect.
So what you're saying is, what exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
You were
What do you mean?
gone.
That's exactly right.
There was
Like-
no one else
like
in the
me.
room. Did you do it?
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Exactly.
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So
Right.
let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Yep.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
But then,
Yes.
if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Yeah, it was pink
No,
paint.
that was blood. You
Does-
just took it from the fridge over there.
Oh, that's very true.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, see?
Crazy with
The
it, tried to
murderer
wipe
and the
his glasses
detective
off when he
know
was
what I'm
done.
talking about.
God, what an idiot.
And if
You know,
Hifumi
I
was
got a
still
very
alive at
scary
that point,
thought
the
from
disappearance of
Toko,
Taka's body
but
is
I'm not gonna
easily
go into it.
explained.
Why do you just always talk whenever someone else is talking, man?
I don't mean to, just continue.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
This is why I always pause before I go move on to the next one.
Right now, just put Hifumi.
Yep.
Oh my god! It could only have been Hifumi.
Because he doesn't have an
While we
alibi.
were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
Yep.
That also
Yeah.
explains how the door to the repository got locked.
He locked
The
it.
door was locked? Well,
The
Yeah.
door was
after
locked.
the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right?
Yes.
So me and Sakura headed for the repository.
Uh-huh.
But when
Yeah.
we got there, the door was locked.
Yep.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah.
that means he took part in the murders.
Yes, that is correct, Sakura.
Yes.
I just can't believe it. If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Of course there's more.
Yeah, there's more.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Yep. The thing that Fumi stole from Taka. Could it be? It's the little crumpled up piece of paper.
Note thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. There it
This.
I got it!
Yep.
Yes.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
Yep.
That's right.
Yes.
We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Yes.
Oh,
his
ew, don't think
pants.
about it.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Right. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
See?
Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
See. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's the one Taka got.
Not the same?
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the
In
same.
other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Me!
Don't you dare. I thought you were gonna put
That's
it
right.
in his pants.
Taka! The killer used
What are
this
you
note
talking about?
to draw out Taka and murder him.
What are you talking about? You talking, Tucker?
Hello, over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
What?
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Oh,
Yep.
Puffy. Now, Puffy. And now, blow this house down.
Yeah, just giving them nicknames, dude. Also, how does your tongue curl like that?
Seriously, it's doing loop-de-loops.
It is doing loop-de-loops. You can ride a whole roller coaster just on her tongue.
Oh my gosh, you could create a whole Disneyland theme park with that tongue.
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let her get to me!
Oh no, no, we're not doing this again, are we? No,
What that tongue do, though?
Oh, God, no.
Make
I
your
think
argument.
It's just one of those things. For a second there, that was the bullet game, because we were not ready.
Huffy had the note, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then the person it was intended for
Mm-hmm.
must have been Huffy!
No.
No.
But remember what the note said.
Yes.
What time did it say to meet?
Mm-hmm.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
It's gotta be this, right?
Hey.
Ah!
No,
Yes.
it's wrong.
Nice.
Got it. Yeah, that was first attempt.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
Yeah.
No, Jim.
What the hell are you talking about?
What?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yeah.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where
Right.
Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Yep.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone
You
used
scared
that
me,
note
Jack.
to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
I don't think that's the most important part.
But if they
Well-
gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
He was trying to take it away from Taka.
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Yep.
Most likely.
Can we,
Hifumi
please
stole
stop?
it off Taka's corpse
Just
after
stop
he
talking
died.
about his pants.
He
You already
stole it?
mentioned the line.
The who?
I
They're
already
already-
mentioned the line.
Oh yeah.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Here we go. The proof that Fumi stole the note from Taka. It's the fact.
The other half of the note.
Yep, there it is.
I got it.
There it
When I
is.
searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
There you go.
Hifumi had
Yep.
the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
The corpse stiffened.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap.
Yep.
Did I
Yep.
get all that right?
Yep.
That
You
means
did.
Hifumi knew
Grab
the
the
note
money.
was important.
Ultimate martial artist. Lady.
Yep.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
He was the murderer.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's dead, so why wouldn't he?
Because he's dead. Anyway.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
I don't know about that.
No.
Sorry. No.
We heard the dead body announcement.
Yeah.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
No, he wasn't. He came back to
once
life.
Again, perfect time to do an arm, like you know, an arm blow. Like, what was it called again? Forget it.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Flying elbow. Now I remember.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
Yep.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During
Yes.
that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Yep.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Dang, okay.
Walrus.
Wow.
Who are you calling a walrus?
She's more of a
Penguin.
narwhal, don't you think?
She has 3 horns.
I am not sorry
When they
for
were
that.
killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what
What's
might
that?
that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Right.
The weapon?
Yeah. Because, I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Uh-huh.
the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But
Yeah?
Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Right.
So if
Yeah.
Hifumi was killed in the repository,
It was the clean hammer.
the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Right.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Yes.
I'm
Hero,
surprised.
thank
Yeah.
It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
See, even Byakuya
Yeah.
acknowledged it.
See, look, you even got a insult compliment from Byakuya.
Yep. There you go. That's the best compliment you're gonna get from Byakuya.
Hell
Yeah, as far as you're
it's
gonna get,
packed
bro.
in there good and tight.
Oh my gosh.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
I think you do.
So which
Yeah,
hammer
I'm pretty
was
sure
used
you
to
have an
attack
idea.
Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Didn't
Number
we just say the
one.
numbers
Accounting
don't
for
matter?
Other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Right. So it had to be Justice Hammer 3, Justice Hammer 4, but Justice Hammer 3 was all the way on the bottom. But maybe it could have been the clean hammer on the wall. We've been doing this for too long.
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Yes.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill
The
Hifumi.
repository.
The whole picture surrounding the case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow to find the truth. Alright, here we go.
Fine.
Clean hammer.
Flawless hammer.
Yep, there it is.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
Wait, is it that?
Maybe
Wait, hold on.
Justice
Let's listen to the whole thing.
Alright.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
That's just true.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
No.
Murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
What?
One thing seems pretty clear.
Murder gear.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice
Oh, wait.
No,
I think
that's
it.
it.
might be that.
Ha!
Yeah, I was right.
You were right. No, that's
We
wrong.
both got it at the same time.
The
Okay.
murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
It really isn't completely different.
But
It's
seriously?
kind of the same.
A different
just
weapon?
bigger.
They're exactly the same. Just one has paint on it.
Yeah.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Uh-huh.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
Wait a minute. How? I just realized it has to be Celeste. Because didn't Celeste make Hifumi her dog in like a couple episodes ago?
That's a good point. Let's see where this goes.
It has to be Celeste.
Let's see.
And
Let's
for
see.
some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Yep.
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and
Yep.
even some flat mallet-like ones.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
Exactly.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The
Uh-huh.
way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yeah. And then you kept trying to cut me off.
Yep. We did talk about how there would be no reason for anyone to work together. Well, at least that's what we thought at first, but let's make the argument.
Let's see. Let's listen to the whole thing.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming
True.
the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
It is not impossible.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that
Yeah.
only really applies if there's one murder, right? In
Yeah.
this case, however, there were two murders.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have to absorb something.
Yeah.
And I think it has to be the two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
Okay, yeah.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however,
Alright, let's absorb
there
that.
were 2 murders.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try it out and see if it works.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
Correct.
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is
Impossible.
That is
But
wrong.
no. There are 2 deaths. It is not
Since there
impossible.
were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Exactly.
That's
What do you
correct.
mean?
if there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering.
Right.
Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However,
True.
if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
Yes.
And who would be the
You're saying that 2
perfect
people
mutual
could act as each
reward
other's
for 2
accomplices to commit
warring
2 separate
persons
murders.
who've been seeking one mutual thing? And who would that be? What do you think it is, Zeus?
Celeste and Filmy.
No, I meant who would you think would be seeking for an alternate reward to team up in a situation like this?
Celeste and Filmy. You're saying that 2 people could act such as each other's accomplices to crew.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And
Right.
based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
Right.
So
Yeah.
in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
Uh-huh.
Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
Yep.
A single
Yes.
suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies.
It's all part of the mastermind's plan.
By creating
Indeed.
one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The
Correct.
mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Uh-huh.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Yep.
Yet,
That is true.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Yep.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Maybe it's the
killing it,
one.
there is no amount of morality that can stop anyone sometimes.
Yep. Not to mention the cruel, cold, heartless person you keep talking about. Maybe it's the poker face that's standing right next to you.
So, I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Hifumi.
That is
Yeah.
odd, isn't it?
The effort that made the 2 convince us the 2 murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed the fact from the very, very beginning. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko's really amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing.
I wouldn't go that.
Sure. It's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could
overthink
be
it, Makoto.
involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
She's the ultimate detective!
Yeah. Who could read him like a book?
Yep,
That's problem numero uno right now.
exactly. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, in the end murdered him. It debates up till now the way this gets unfolded, and when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Am I finally choosing it? I know exactly who it was. Come here, you!
Here's my answer.
Celeste.
It was Celeste.
Yes. It
Yep.
was Celeste, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you
I
are.
really do hate this kind of joke.
You were the
Especially-
biggest joke here.
Wow. Yep, especially when it's not a joke.
A joke? I wonder.
Right, Byakuya's in on it. Ah, can't say anything now, huh?
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Yes.
The idea
Yeah.
that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go
It's the
within 10
perfect
feet of that
excuse.
Yeah.
from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Wow, she's losing it now.
There it is.
She's losing it. There's her, goes her poker face. It's gone.
Pardonnez-moi.
No.
Just to be
No, no,
clear,
no, no, no.
there is evidence to support it.
Uh-huh.
Is that
Yeah.
so?
Yep.
It is. Throughout the investigation,
Oh.
there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Uh-huh. Very true.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Yep. What is it that the Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Encountering the suspicious, the paper hidden in Hifumi's pants.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
the proof that the two of you working together was there was a paper in Hifumi's pants.
I love putting paper in Fubi's pants.
She's like,
Celeste.
whoa, how did that get in there?
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and
A?
Hifumi.
B.
Yeah, but we already know that Robo Justice was shoved in a locker this whole time.
And we know no one can function in the suit.
Exactly.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Shut up, Byakuya.
Really? Fine. Okay, fine. Do what you want.
Yep, sure, the adults are talking now. Yep, you're totally not acting childish right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, I'm a
I do not
freaking...
apologize. He does not speak for me.
I am a beta male, aren't I?
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yeah, to
She's
cover
the
up the
ultimate
murder.
gambler. What did you expect?
She is a lie.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Right.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
That she saw it again. I saw a shadow moving around the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when
I
we
wouldn't
all
say
come to see
blood-curdling.
what was wrong, what was it she said?
Well, there was blood curdling because even everyone was like, "Whoa, that's a big scream you got there."
Yeah, I would have been like, where's the blood from the screen? Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yep.
Ah!
Yeah, it's come on. Yeah.
To get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Yeah, that's really something, isn't it?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yep. Why don't we split into two groups?
Oh, sorry, that's you.
I'll leave the hunting party. That seems more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me in the nurse's office. I'll leave the captured suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
I like how you got so done
if
with
Celeste
the
and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Uh-huh. There we go.
And on top
Oh,
of
no.
that piercing cry of yours early on.
Uh-huh. That's not really piercing cry. Oh no,
like,
please.
"Caca," or something like that.
Ah, no.
You know the things that people use to signal somebody.
Please.
Yeah. Wow, you were really good.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
That is so not what that was.
Oh no.
I just realized another strange thing.
Yep.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I was certainly not expecting this. I didn't imagine Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Uh-huh.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I don't believe
You don't get to
it.
turn the other cheek on this time,
Everything.
lady.
The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
Wait, then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Yeah.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
An ugly jigsaw puzzle.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh no.
No.
Let's see the real you on this.
No, yeah. No, don't try a little poker face.
Don't
No.
bother trying to deny it.
You can't mime your way out of this, lady.
Oh, did I?
You got me. That was a pretty good one.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
I mean, there are a lot of slip-ups. but
What
yeah.
are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Oh. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We are all going to die here. We're all going to die just like those guys did. Oh! She didn't know that Taka was dead yet.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then
So how
Makoto
did she
showed up
know?
and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, was right on this one. Like, legit, he got me there. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yep, there he is. Miyake
You know,
said.
so that's, you should have been the ultimate mime because you generally didn't even because you're no one. Sorry, I meant to say no wonder you're not the ultimate mime because you don't know when to mind your own business.
That's a good one. That was good. That was good.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Put that one in the books. But he was alluding to.
Alright, I think Celeste's account might be a factor.
We'll see. This might be
This
another
isn't
absorb the
anything.
All I
bullet.
said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I think it was like, okay, yeah, he's right. There had to be something in there.
Said was,
What do you think it is?
they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be.
I think we have to absorb.
And that's all it takes. What was so
Strange.
This I have to absorb.
Okay.
Yep.
All I said, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die. We are going to die.
just like those?
Yeah, you
There
did
you
it.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said,
That's
I should
right.
say those guys.
There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. And we
Oh, no,
didn't run
stop
into
trying to
her
be a
until
mime now.
after we
You
were
have
all
to
out in the
talk.
hall.
Yep.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because
Yeah.
Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, Makoto's like, seriously, like, look at you.
Got him.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Well, where's your proof that it's not you?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then what about the picture I took?
It was fake.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Oh, this will be easy to explain it.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and
No.
then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
No, Makoto, could you please?
Have you so
Yeah.
quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
And the only way she knows is because she used it. Boom.
Yeah.
Got you.
Look,
In
look
other
at this.
words,
There are
it
even
is an
stains on the camera.
unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple.
Easy.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Right.
What could you possibly mean by that?
You remember
Surely
we
there
did
are
say he
other
was.
explanations than the one you've offered up.
Continue, Ty.
Remember we did say that he was still alive for a time.
Right. And we also did say that he was the assailant in the murders.
So then why? Then like there's only and like legit, you can't move in the Robo Justice costume.
So
And
then...
Hero was unconscious.
Right.
No, there is no other explanation.
No, there is.
Okay, you should have been a.
Should have been a what?
She should have been a clown. She's legit making up these pathetic lines.
Is that the job of a clown, is to make up pathetic lines?
The job of a clown is to make a fool of yourself and entertain. And look who's making a fool of herself.
Oh, okay, I see what you said. Here we go! Was it a picture of the suspect driving Hifumi away? Then what was it? Hifumi dragging the suspect away. They're dancing.
No.
The suspect had been drinking. Okay, yeah.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Yep.
Oh, look who's scared now.
Dang, a fracture in her poker face.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being
guaranteed.
dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Uh-huh.
Vice
We've
versa.
simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And
Exactly.
the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Right.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Why is that?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Why is that?
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Oh,
Shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh, here we go. All right, educate us. So essentially can prove that there's no way Fumi would drag the suspect away. But is that really possible? Oh, what is it? Okay, here we go.
This is the whole thing.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
No, there is.
No. It's the Robo Justice suit.
Oh.
The Robo Justice suit can't bend.
Right, that's what the blueprints would have showed.
No, the Robo Justice suit
dressed me
itself.
up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
which they
this
were,
is something.
No way they could stand up straight like.
Oh, you're right.
No, that's wrong.
Listen, man, it made no sense, alright?
No. Even if the person
no,
inside
it
the
did
suit
make
were
sense. They
unconscious,
explained it earlier.
they could still stand
I'm
up like
aware. It's just that the blueprints would show it more clearly.
that. Because that Robo Justice
I get
suit
it. I
had
see
a
where you were
certain
going.
characteristic.
You totally can't actually bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. Obvious, right? So that's
Yep.
Right. They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm
Yep.
not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh,
Oh.
you're starting to see cracks in that
So
armor.
Mime.
They took the suit
What do
they
you say now?
specially designed and stuffed Hero into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Exactly.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Yeah.
checkmate?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, she's turning into the Joker.
No, not the Joker.
You idiot. What
Oh
do you
my
mean,
gosh.
checkmate?
Oh my gosh, that face.
Oh my gosh, really? No, Celeste.
Celeste?
Please stop.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Sis,
Already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
you are only embarrassing yourself.
Right.
Hey, Boomy, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who
Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yasu Hero.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
Uh-huh.
Yasuhiro Hagakure!
You know, I just
Yeah.
realized something. You know, Celeste kind of just dresses up like a doll sometimes. I just realized that because she has the dress and like, you know, real like what is that thing on her head? Is that
I
a
don't-
base cap or something
It's
like
it's a crown,
that? That's a crown?
I think. I don't know, dude. All I know
I
is
just
that
noticed-
it isn't sometimes, it's always. She dresses up like a
It's a Victorian dress, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway.
But my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
stop that! You're not helping anything when you say
confusing
that.
statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He
Thank you,
did
Sa-
say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh my gosh, she sounds like she's about to break down crying.
Yep.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
By our last names.
He said for serious a lot.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
I'm Naegi.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you're Kirigiri.
Say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
So
if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
Yeah.
Oh, I always said Hagakure, but I guess Hagakure is better.
It's okay. It's hard to
I'm
pronounce.
sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Speaking about your name, Celeste. I mean,
What is
really, Celestia Ludenberg? I'm pretty sure I've read that in a book or something.
Right.
Indecent?
Yeah, it's just like, no.
Shut up.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well,
Oh,
no.
yes, it does.
Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Yep, that's true.
What did you just say?
Yes, Celeste.
You take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh
Judging by-
or spit!
Judging by her face, I think she didn't expect that to come back and nip her in the butt.
Right. Not to mention that her accent is also breaking.
Yeah.
She's
in
faking
fact-
her accent.
And her expression is more different than usual.
Yeah, instead of being a proper goth princess, she's turning into the normal human teenage girl she is.
Yeah. Upbeat teenage punk or something like that. I don't know what it
Come on!
would be.
Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Honestly, you look like a mime. Now you're turning into a clown, and now you're just a goofball at this point.
Yep.
Well, do I?
Yes.
This is the moment where I show her a mirror.
You should. I really want Bianca to just say, "Yeah, you do."
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Nope.
You
Okay,
should be.
then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
Okay, you gotta admit, her actress did a really great job.
Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
I think you repeat it as many times as you want because it's a lie.
Celeste won't give up, so then I'll have to do something to make her accept it. Here we go.
Let's see what we got here.
Another bullet.
The e-handbook.
Oh.
Because they always say the real name and
They
the real
do.
gender.
He was trying
Monokuma
to
confirmed
tell
it
us
himself.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
It's upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
That's it! The handbook!
What?
Yep, there it is.
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Yeah.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
This is the handbook. It's absolutely vital to a healthy school life. So don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one.
And the perfect person who confirms this in every way of like making sure it's an actual person was Chihiro.
Uh-huh. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Hey, privacy goes out the window in this situation when our lives are on the line.
Yep.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
Uh-huh.
Please, just tell us.
He's being sincere.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Because...
What did we just say about all this? Can everybody stop repeating this thing?
You never know what might happen.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh my gosh.
This is wow.
She is just trying to get on. She's just trolling me at this point.
I mean, trolling us. She's trolling all of us.
Fine then.
You're her accomplice, Zeus.
Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Everything to an end.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try and do this. Okay, start from the beginning. Alright, there's the one where she's talking with Hifumi.
And
that's the
then...
girl we have. No, no.
Why is there just a bag of potato chips?
Throw us up.
Backpack?
There, that one.
The backpack?
No, the one with the Hifumi like looking down. I think it's that one.
This one?
Yes, yeah.
Why did they draw him like that?
To make it more dramatic.
Alright. Act 2.
Act 2 begins.
Maybe?
Okay, we'll use that as a placeholder.
For now, yeah.
Okay, now let's look at the next scene. Let's see, that's the one where Hio gets drugged.
Wait a minute, no, this is wrong. It has to be the 1 o'clock.
You're right, because that's the time when it began.
Exactly.
Alright.
And then this one, we'll have to put this one.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Yeah, you're right. Let's continue.
Then we go here in the costume. He fought with it.
Camera. Yeah,
the camera.
Because like Celeste took the picture.
Yep. And then for this one, it was the clock again.
Yeah, because that's when Taka was looking at his watch. That's the one where Fumi kills Taka. Bam.
He looks like Garo from One Punch Man in this shot.
Yeah, he does look like Garo. Okay. That really, that's, okay, I'm thinking Monokuma had something to do with that. No.
Not that one?
Not that one.
Okay.
I think it's the one...
It's not Justice Hammer 4.
Let's see.
Oh no, it is Justice Hammer 4. Because the order was out of order.
Yeah. Alright, next one.
Next one...
It has to be the fake attack thing. So, do we have that matches something up like that? No.
It was Justice Hammer...
Yeah, because he was faking it, right? He was faking a hammer attack.
Well, then it'd be Justice Hammer 2, right?
I guess. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's the one where he fakes that he's been killed. What do you think?
I think it has to be 2.
Okay.
And then he sprays the blood all over himself.
Yeah. Great. No.
It's the exact same one. I don't think it's gonna make it twice.
Yeah, that's not the one. That looks like something like he's grabbing something from the. Oh wait, nah, he already grabbed it. You're right. The head is to show that he's been faked, that he's been killed. Okay.
I guess it's gotta be that.
Yeah. Okay, both bodies are discovered. Ifumi uses the tarp to like drag Taka's body.
Yep.
I think I saw that earlier.
You did. It is right here.
Yeah, that's the one, right there. Okay, and then the real hammer is revealed. Let's give it a shot.
All right, here we go.
Here's exactly what happened.
Nice.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Ifumi.
Yep.
Really? Why did they use an ugly face?
Right, that is an ugly
The killer was
face.
able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Right?
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
That someone they met with was Hiro.
Right.
The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Picture.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him.
Yeah.
While the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Yeah. We got it again.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Okay.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
And he used Justice Hammer 4.
You're right.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Wow.
So,
since Celeste must have been the killer, since Celeste is the killer, that means Ifumi's basically the Harley Quinn in this situation.
Essentially.
For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these two incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds.
There was a huge gap of time, or not gap in time, gap in, you know, finishing the comic and him explaining all of this.
That the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
not me.
Yeah. I nailed it.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. We took a blood packet from the refrigerator.
Oh, really? What's with that sound effect?
Hammer 3.
And it even overlapped the actual talking.
Look at his hands! He's legit doing a curtsy with the hands.
And turned the room into a crime scene, in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Yep, you were great, Zeus.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
Yeah?
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Yep.
Oh, look at him,
Even
the cute little
Hifumi
hamster.
didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Dun dun
Their plan
dun.
all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And
You know,
the
I just
villain
realized something.
behind
If
it
this-
all is
If this really happened, Hifumi is the ultimate. Is like, I'm not gonna say anything until we know the full context of what he was thinking.
Who, Fumi?
Yeah.
We know
'Cause
the
if he
full
turned his
context.
back, then that's gotta be the stupidest thing I've ever seen anyone do.
Yeah. Celestia Ludenberg. Or
should we say
Yasuhiro.
Yasuhiro. The mind herself.
Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
It was the mind the whole time.
Lost?
Looks like you did.
I lost?
Yeah.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Okay.
Then you
now
admit
you're.
it? You're the killer?
Yeah.
Of course she's not gonna admit it. She's gonna call me stupid and tell me to shut up and yada yada.
Listen to you, trying to take charge.
Uh-huh.
As if you're my private instructor.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever even had one?
Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro?
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, she has the word Tai in there?
Hey, Tai!
No wonder
So,
she was a
you
fool.
finally
She
accepted.
had the little my dreams in there.
You're not a fool. You're a clown.
I'm the clown. You're right.
Yep.
I meant to entertain.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Mm.
Interesting.
Cool. So then she was the
Either
killer.
way, now that we're at the very end, let's look at the building. Yeah, next time let's not rush the news. But seriously though,
Hey!
or I say Taiko, literally, this was the stupidest plan ever.
No, it
Stupidest murder
worked.
plan ever. All the evidence were like traced back to you instantly.
Yep, that's true.
Literally,
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Like I looked on the top 10 like murders list on this whole series, and number 1 was Celeste's murder plan. She really was the dumbest murderer. But she's the ultimate gambler, so I'm not gonna weigh too heavily on her, but like legit. You left evidence that traced back to you. You teamed up with the one person that could be traced to you. See, this is why I think she did not learn from when Sayaka was killed, when she was trying to kill Leon. If Sayaka tried to kill us, she would have been instantly found out. I think
Yep.
this just confirmed this whole thing.
Yep.
Seriously.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
And she's using her normal voice now.
You really are a clown.
No. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
You really are a clown, Celeste. You really should have known better.
Yep.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
And like legitimately, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in you a little bit.
Celeste.
Celeste, yeah.
Yep.
For someone who should have been so smart on knowing on how to do gambling and all that, she really didn't think this through.
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Lindenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
The ultimate clown, gambler.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all.
Well, no, that's not the whole reason why you lost. The whole reason why you lost is that you created a completely super elaborate trap while forgetting to cover your own prints. And you made a suit that legit no one could use, so it immediately meant that Yasuhiro, the one that the actual Yasuhiro, was actually, safe during the whole time. You had basically made some things, but didn't know how to logically follow through them.
No, she... I think you explained it wrong. What's wrong with killing two people is that you leave twice the evidence behind.
Well, that and legit, she used to Hifumi.
Yeah.
The person who was deeply loyal to only her.
Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond my calculations. So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have possibly agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying.
And what's funny here is that legit, you were trying to throw us out the whole trial, all the time. Even during the search thing, you kept suspiciously throwing us off. How would it not point to you at that point?
Yep.
And then you tried to be quiet, which is a very bad move if people are pointing at you with actual evidence.
Right, we get it. This was not good. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifuma and Taka were both super into. Does she mean? Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Hey, you be quiet, little doll.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
You go stand in the corner.
Stand in the little corner, little teddy bear. Then you're the one who stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about it, how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
Actually...
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen, and I know who did it.
What?
Are you okay with
It was Taka. He stole it. Oh, she just framed Taka.
Yeah.
She did lie. What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't lie? You did lie. She lied to us by saying she didn't lie.
Yeah, and you lied to Hifumi.
Right. Taka didn't steal it.
What?
Yep.
So then...
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for a digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's from earlier and took pictures in there of it there. I did the picture as soon as I shown to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Yeah, so it was him. How did she do that with Taka's
Without
room?
him waking up, yeah, I don't know.
But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
And again, she's lying.
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
what?
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I don't do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime!
It is a crime.
I mean, I knew he'd done a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far!
I like how the character this whole time are just going, say what? Say what? Say what?
Alright, I get it.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. So she did lie.
I'm about to say something I never thought I said before in my life.
Completely unforgivable!
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to freaking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Hmm?
Huh?
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape. He has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
What?
That's the third lie.
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
This is unforgivable!
Okay, knowing the context of what the word is, I can see why he used it.
Completely
Yep.
unforgivable!
Okay. That jerk.
Can we allow him to continue in these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
I had to save her!
Actually,
Would you like to join me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan.
Huh?
I've devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Hmm?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, Hifumi. Hifumi. You
Hifumi-
were, sorry.
Go for it. Go for it.
Hifumi, you were a person who was trying to do good, that ended up doing bad.
Yeah.
And then ended up becoming a fool.
Hell.
You were also a clown in this situation.
Tensions. Good, bad.
No, actually, he wasn't even a clown. He was a marionette, being manipulated by the puppet master. Like, her controlling his strings. She
Wow.
knew how to manipulate him from like every inch.
Right. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem.
The fact that she like legit made it even more, like added extra to it, just so that she could convince him to kill him, really says something.
Yep.
You disgust me.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked was to make something to hide a face and general body size. I had no idea it'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
Lady, all of this is your fault. All of this led to you. Why do you not understand? This is why you are basically like legit a mime. You should have kept silent and now you know what? I'm going off course. So why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because you're stupid.
Actually, there's more to this, hero. You were originally supposed to die in the first trial and you were supposed to be killed by Hifumi. But the creators thought, you know what? This will be better if we use Leon and Sayaka. No,
Was
it's
that
actually
really
true.
a thing? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's actually a real thing. Yeah, Hero was supposed to die a lot ago, like a lot of times in this series, but he was saved due to convenience.
Sick. Maybe that's what the clairvoyance comes from.
Honestly, yeah.
And in that
Same
regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though.
Hey, who's to say that your parents weren't just freaking out when, like, legit, you were making all these gambling deals with the Yakuza and, like, other mafia, like, you know, and gang bosses?
I don't
Wait.
think it was strictly game bosses. I think she went to casinos.
Still, though. Wait,
Yes. Yep.
she doesn't even talk about much about her parents.
Nope. Because she thinks
That's
that
good.
they're losers.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining your whole plan to Fumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what if it was Hifumi supposed to do after that? Assuming you had actually let him live.
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After this part, and pretend to be dead once everyone showed up. I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death and just barely held on.
And he really believed that?
Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that and he believed it.
What's funny is if she actually did that, she may have succeeded. But there would probably be like a small chance of that working. But still though.
No. She wouldn't have succeeded. Hifumi would have succeeded.
Oh yeah, you're right. There would have been 2 killers. And like legit, she would have been pointed at it still.
Yep. It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed it the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in
Wow,
the end,
Hifumi, you are I'm sorry, man, but you legit are the big. How did you fall for all of this? You call it like hero idiot, like
Because
legit.
it's the power of love.
Hifumi bends the power of love and like legit, it like legit costed him everything. Did he not learn from Makoto? Remember Makoto? Makoto looked
Sakura
away, trying
used
to
the
like legit,
power
like you
of
know,
love.
trying not to play it. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Ty.
He's just a
So you
ghost
planned to
there.
kill him all along.
Yeah. But of course.
Of course you
There would
did.
be no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you? Remember where you are.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
None of that. Now you sound like Byakuya.
Don't compare me to that little mutt. What'd you
I
say?
wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's true.
Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money?
Yep.
Yes.
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. For the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been to escape.
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
It was a lie.
You little bitch.
Wow. Obviously
How
that
about
was
you
a
on the
lie.
bed that she's been crying in her room all the time while she's been here?
Yep.
Yeah!
Hey,
I couldn't take it. I hated it. From day one. More than anyone else in here.
you
No.
little bitch.
I wanted to get out. Fresh day was fresh torture. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up my dream forever.
Honestly.
There was no way that I could ever do that. In the other ground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was the dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
Living in a European castle. A castle?
Oh wow, wait. I guess you're not a clown. You're a jester. 'Cause you're really entertaining me.
Wow.
and to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butler/bodyguards.
Why do they have red eyes?
Because they're hypnotized by my incredible beauty. Also, one of them is currently about to suck on my toes. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need.
Wow, she really is a gothic jester, isn't she?
Or just a goth. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This
Cool.
is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal.
Oh,
And that's what
wait.
life was all about.
Or a gothic mime.
I don't know where you're getting this mime thing from. She looks
Well, I
like a
have a good
doll.
reason why.
Not a
Because
mime, not a clown.
Nah, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just playing as a joke, but like legit, she does with the traits sometimes. She tried to just stay quiet during the trial, and sometimes she doesn't talk a lot.
Well, you can say that about me. Am I a mime?
No, because you mind your own business.
What are you talking about? I don't mind my own business. Anyway,
You don't get it.
I do get it. It's a pun. Combined with my own...
Now, why are you trying to punish me? I love myself.
Combined with my own winnings, Monacoma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality.
Not really, not in today's economy.
Yes, it did. I got it right to the edge,
There is
but
nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you really are able to kill your own friends for it. She never said that she was friends with us.
Right. Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own needs. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. It's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for your understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so she's a gambler, Hina. Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared?
Do you want her to be? Do you want to see the suffering in her eyes? Hina, I think you're starting to turn to the dark side. You should go see a therapist.
Honestly, this is like some of those things that, like, why are you turning to the dark side?
Do it. Let out the tears.
Get out of here, Palpatine!
Voice her to be scared.
Don't make me call Luke.
My ability to lie is unrivaled. I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even feel my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, I could be reincarnated. If I had a choice then,
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would come back as a Mary Antoinette.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Huh, you just get executed again.
Right.
Yeah, oh wow, Hero just literally dropped a bombshell right there.
Yeah, pretty much. Mary Antoinette was, yeah. Thank you. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie.
Yeah.
And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Kills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The Blackened disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give
You could've
it
just said Taiko
everything we
Yasuhiro.
got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Alright, you know what I gotta say? Goodbye,
Oh,
Celeste.
that is
Thank you for
despair
your
if I've ever
genuine
seen it.
honesty.
Yep. Despair!
Also, you might regret the kill. You can kill me however you like bit.
Yeah, this is gonna be painful.
Not just physically.
Oh boy.
Hey, look, the rabbit that she was supposed to have in her beta outfit.
Look at that. The burning of the Versailles witch.
Here comes the fire.
I actually saw a whole theory about this, that this is actually how she wants to die. That's why she smiles whenever she's about to get killed by the fire.
Yeah, I think that's true.
But then it gets ruined by...
Yeah.
And that's why she feels despair afterwards.
Wait for it. Yeah, look at her. She's dying in the most spectacular way, fit for a princess, or something like that.
Fit for a witch.
For a witch. Look at her.
She is happy.
Still keeping that smile. And then... a fire truck!
Fire
it's
truck!
It's here to extinguish the fire! Oh, yes! Oh,
yeah,
no!
Now
Looks
she's
like
saved!
It's extinguishing something else.
Yep.
Boom. And that's how she died.
Run over by a fire truck.
But in the most common way possible.
Oh yeah, it was the most common way possible.
That's why she felt despair in her death. Not because of the fire, but because she died in the most common way possible. Getting run over by a car.
Yep.
And that is the most common death ever in the world.
It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend. So I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful?
You know, I gotta say, I don't feel like I should be... You know, I'm with Makoto here. You don't feel like it's bad about her death, but you don't feel like, you know, you just feel like, just defeated about her death.
Yeah.
But I do gotta say this. She went on her own terms. Except until the end, when the, common
the fire truck, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world. And so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Celeste's favorite song must have been Poker Face.
Poker Face.
Oh my gosh, how did I not piece that together?
Yeah.
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Well, what do I not care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash, but you can just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you all down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? Oh, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already, would you? So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
You guys have got eyes and ears everywhere, right?
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
What? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
What? Wait, why are
Answer
you
me.
sweating?
What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What? Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh man. Oh jeez. What do you mean? What did I
Calling
do?
the FBI?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
Well, this is the moment where I go over there. Totally not about to call the police.
There's no police. No one's showing up. You think that? Do you really think that police would not have shown up yet?
You know what? You're right. The police probably wouldn't show up. That's why I called the FBI. FBI, open up!
Call in the SWAT teams, the military. I don't care. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean? Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go enjoy your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
You could kiss my bare butt goodnight.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair.
Yeah,
there was one small hope. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave to you? Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What?
What is it then? Then what that means?
Celeste probably hid it there.
Hey.
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss when it's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Wow, I love how she said that when my cursor was on her nose for an instant there.
Yeah. Good idea.
I didn't mean to do that. That was literally just on accident.
Spare me the pleasantries. We left the courtroom and rushed into the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later.
What?
Why? What exactly are you going alone?
So...
Why? Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's... Oh, jeez, what voice did I give this guy?
I think you gave it a stern voice.
No, it was Seto Kaiba, I remember.
Yeah, Seto Kaiba.
Or something similar. It was like Seto Kaiba, but even more bratish. That's not what I meant. Why you? There's a risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You. Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya. You're a dick.
It's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna head to the dining hall, okay? I'm hungry. So, so Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together?
I don't know if you're getting jealous or if it... Because she's probably either getting jealous or she's getting shy, nervous... No, nervous. There you go.
Okay.
Is it jealous or nervous?
Does that mean what I think it means?
No.
Get out of here, Hina. Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers. When you show them a little backbone, no, she's gonna dominate him.
Dang. Yep. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me alone with Kyoko.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
Alright, let's
So
go.
We need to get to that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And the locker swung open. We saw...
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it?
That yawn was perfectly timed.
Yeah, it was.
It's safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart.
I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So?
Oh, and I think I might have found I think I might have been able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as soon as early tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a little while longer.
So we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we just take a second and have this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that is not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. You don't need to know. I don't need to know. You don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
My gosh, you're gonna keep doing it.
I am gonna keep doing it. As long as this game keeps doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Wow, I never expected her to see, like, be shocked.
Yeah, this is a new face for her. Yeah. Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without a warning, without an explanation. When you do that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think that I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too? No! I believe in you!
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. You friend zoned her before she could friend zone you.
Oh wow, nice one, Makoto.
Oh wow.
He's adapting.
He's adapting. All these ultimates, I gotta be an ultimate myself. I'm gonna be the ultimate player.
Oh my gosh. What is it? Oh my gosh. Insert Triple H's time to play the game theme.
No, it's like
play the game. Oh my gosh.
No, it's like player as in pimp.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They'll put that down. It's pretty sure someone's already made the ultimate pimp somewhere.
Probably. And I want you to believe in me too! Because we're friends! I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see. Oh, story time. What I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told her I believe in her, she told me a story that was almost unbelievable. I decided to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes. So I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action. It's nighttime. No ding dong bing bong. No dong dong bing bong bing dong ding dong ding dong ding dong. The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there. Way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but is Kyoko really right about this? An exit?
Well, did you not just say you believe in her? Well, then believe in her words and do it. Alright, here we go.
It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here?
Let's go. See what this is.
She said it was way back in the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand in the back of the storage closet. It sounded as if we were being yanked in.
Gotcha.
At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on.
Oh, geez, that was so what that sound effect was, but
I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back of the wall was a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side, just like Yoko had said.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor. There's a storage closet, and way in the back of that closet there's a secret room. So there's a secret room, but what's in here? Alright, let's just break in. A normal desk with normal doors. A tissue box, finally! Something to... Anyway, there's a bunch of files, and what looks like a volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file on the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Close Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here that's not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped a file into my hand. Before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. It's kind of weird. I couldn't understand if it said I can't leave or you must not leave. Or but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What I don't know? What don't I know? I. Oh, jeez.
What the heck? Ah!
A strange sound rang through my head. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth. And then darkness. I don't understand what was happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Yeah, ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. Oh no, everything's gone.
This must teach you a lesson. Always check behind your back.
No, this must teach you a lesson. If someone tells you there's a secret door, don't go into it during nighttime.
Yeah, when no one's there and you're the only one there.
Not to mention that is very suspicious and the mastermind's going to be staring at you and only you.
Yeah.
Because you're the
He's
only
got eyes
one
everywhere.
out. Yep. An empty bookshelf. Empty? Gone? It's all gone? The yearbook, student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone. What does this mean? My brain has refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head has begun to spread across my entire body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. Okay.
That's how you respond?
Right. I would have notified Kyoko.
I would have been like, Kyoga! Oh, God, my head.
My body was heavy with pain, and my mind was heavy with thought. I dragged myself back to my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. Why is my text box green? Yeah. The farther I walked, the more I felt things getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right now, and after that...
Makoto got a concussion?
I think he did. As if from a far distance, I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound, it's coming from the gym. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door of the gym. The sound's coming from inside me while intensified that much more.
Patching. Whoa!
Whoa!
This is awesome!
Before me were the rage beyond. Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question.
Sakura has become the Terminator, but with the blue eye.
How dare you defy me?
Hey, a line from the Hunchback to Notre Dame.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
How dare you defy me?
This wasn't part of the deal!
Well, deal.
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Call
Okay.
this resistance.
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? What's going on? Who am I? Who are you? Little bear, you're adorable.
What? When? Where? Why?
Then could it be the mastermind spy is Sakura?
Chapter 3.
A next generation legend, standing tall, galactic hero.
Clear.
Yeah.
And
10,
10, 9, 8, 7. 7 students left. To be continued.
To be continued.
Oh, look, we received the Robo Justice
Where'd you
President.
come from?
That's completely useless, and you can't wear.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Save data. Three's a crowd. Yep. That is what we do now.
Alright, so that's the end of this episode.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you liked it.
You still fail it. If you like this, then please do leave a like. And if you want to see more, and only if you want to see more, then subscribe today. Don't forget to comment.
I'm getting better, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Don't forget to comment on other things that you would like us to do. And we'll see y'all next time.
Goodbye!
Goodbye!